Here is a real life example of being attached to your desires. I received a child support payment today, and I received a child support payment yesterday too. So today it had me thinking, like, how many payments have I gotten this month? I usually don't calculate it, I don't really think about it too much, and I look at it as bonus money. A couple years ago, I started to describe my wealth story as saying things like I have all the money that I'll ever need, more money than I could ever spend, all of my bills are paid way in advance, things like that. And then everything else is just a bonus. So I just decided to calculate how many child support payments have I received just this month alone. And it was like over $700. And my daughter is old. She's grown. She's 23. And it just took me back to, like, why is this happening now? So a brief story about the child support is that when I was seeking it, I was a struggling single mother and my ex wasn't contributing consistently. So um, I felt like there was, well, at the time, I felt like I really needed it. And I feel like looking back at it now, because everything always works out, right? You know, but looking back at it now, I feel like me needing it so bad back then, even though I ultimately didn't, um, created resistance. I was obviously in like this state of struggle or scarcity back then as a single parent. And I remember him periodically calling me, asking me to cancel it. And, that was just the story back then. But now, obviously, my story's changed, my wealth story. And it's not that, like, I don't need it, it's just a bonus. It's like, oh, that's nice. The money is owed, so, like, whatever. But it's not like I'm looking for it. I'm not, it just appears, right? And my theory is that back then, in that scarcity mindset, I was creating a ton of resistance to that coming in because I quote unquote needed it. Because I don't need it anymore and it's not a big deal, it's just flowing to me. So if you're in this space where you feel like you really need something, you have to have it, and it's not happening, take inventory of how attached you are to it, because it could be creating resistance when, you want it to just flow with ease and fun.